Good morning, lovely world of YouTube. So today I am, well, technically 8 weeks ago today, at this very moment, I was having a mommy makeover. So I had an extended tummy tuck, I had extensive liposuction, I had a fat transfer to my breast and my butt for contouring. I had a breast lift, breast augmentation, and they put in galaflex. So that was 8 weeks ago today. Although technically I start considering day one to be Saturday. So like I'm about 24 hours short of what I consider my day one. So as you can see, I chose again this lovely white muslin background. It's ugly. I don't care for it. I wish I knew how to insert a background. I do like some like Carol Baskin or some like exotic Joe shit in here. Put like some tigers and some lions, maybe some snakes. Dragons. I put dragons. So I don't know how to do that though, but this background is ugly as shit. It reminds me of when my sister was really little. She was super cute, very, very photogenic. Beautiful, beautiful, large blue doe eyes, just super cute kid. And we did a photo shoot in my bedroom, and so I took like a white sheet and I like put it over the door and like tacked it up. And of course it wasn't smooth, it had wrinkles in it like this shit. And so I guess this moral of that story is I've been doing this kind of shit my whole life. Like, oh, we'll just make it look whatever. So it just looks dumb. Hold on, let me make this better. Oh, that pole's gonna fall on my head. I'm not gonna do that. Anyway, so I figure I did not document. I don't think I documented my 6 or 7 week post-op stuff. Like I don't think I took a video, and I don't think I took any pictures, which shame on me because that's such like a good transition phase. Like people have asked me at 6 weeks, like, are you fully healed now? And the answer is no, but that would have been a good point to take pictures. So I'm gonna do it today. I'm taking video and pictures. I swear I'm gonna do it, damn it. Anyway, so per usual, I'm lacking clothing. I feel like maybe you guys are getting a pretty good idea of how my house is run, called I don't have on clothes. Because why wear clothes? You don't have to. I am fully clothed, right? I have on a bra, I have on a body garment, and y'all can't see it, but I have on some underwear. So I don't feel weird about it. Like I'm sitting in my front room again. My blinds are open. I can see the street. I'm pretty sure that means my neighbor can see into my house, but like I'm dressed by my standards. So I am drinking coffee. I'm going to share another coffee mug with you guys. I think I told you before, I have quite the coffee mug collection. All of my mugs. I'm going to have a cup of coffee in my hand, not drink it. All of my mugs have some sort of meaning. So I'm going to show you guys this one. This says U.S. Space and Rocket Center. I have no idea what this says because it's backwards. Let's see if I can turn this around and read it. The building says U.S. Space and Rocket Center, Davidson Center for Space Exploration. I believe this one came from Marshall Space Flight Center. I think that's where it came from, was Marshall Space Flight Center. Let's see here. Nope, nothing on the bottom. Not even a price tag. Usually I don't even take price tags off. So, but here's your a Saturn V rocket. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Right. So I love space, love rockets, and working for NASA helps with that situation. So, okay. So this is like day, I don't know, 4 or 5 here. I haven't been doing anything to it. This morning I spritz it with a bottle of, it's a continuous spray bottle that's about half conditioner and half water. I haven't been sprayed in forever. I was gonna take a shower yesterday and put a whole bunch of conditioner in there. Somehow that didn't happen. I don't know what happened instead. Oh, that's right. I'm being sexually harassed by somebody. And so I was trying to deal with that instead of taking care of myself and doing my hair. Because sexual harassment is fucking bullshit and don't do it. So, and it's anyway, I'm not going to talk about that right now. Okay, so as you guys can see, I am wearing my surgical bra, like post-surgery bra. Why? I don't know. It's comfortable. Why not? Oh yeah, and I was washing all of my other bras. So if you guys remember, when I first started making videos, my nipples looked huge, right? And I told you guys that all it was the puffiness of my areolas from the surgery. Well, as you can see now, like these are my actual nipples and they're not huge and puffy. That went away. So as I knew it would. And like the puffy areola thing for me didn't last a super long time. I know for some people it lasted a long time, but for whatever reason for me it didn't. I think it's because my surgeon is mega talented and did a fantastic job with stitching my shit back together again. So, okay. I guess I should take off my garment because this is 8 weeks and show you guys what my body looks like. But this is like, I've been eating like crap. I think I told you guys that. The last couple of days I have not been, but I ate Taco Bell the other day, and boy, talk about long-term lasting effects from eating that garbage. Delicious, but garbage. So I have been wearing my garment nonstop for the last 2 days to try to like squish out some of that swelling and help decompress. I think it's helping, but I'm gonna take it off here and we're gonna examine Christine's body. But so I'm gonna pause this, I'm gonna back up the camera, I'm gonna show you guys my body with the garment, and then we're gonna take it off. Gotta leave on the bra and gotta leave on some drawers though. Okay, so yes, it's recording again. All right, so this is with the garment on. Bloop. This is, it still bunches in my waist. My belly's still exploded and swollen. So garment on and about to be garment off. Okay, so now we are garment off. Man, I really want to show you guys my boobs, right? Like I just took off my garment and looked at my boobs and I was like, damn, my boobs look good. But it's such a pain in the butt to edit and put stickers and smileys and licky faces and shit over my boobs, but I will do it. My boobs look really good. They look much more even than they did like 2 weeks ago. I'm pretty happy with them. I got a little bit of a flat spot on this one on the bottom where the incision is at, where the scar line's at, but it feels like maybe it's loosening up. But I will do that. It's probably gonna take me a week or so to show you guys, which I'll still have boobs, they'll still look good. So okay, so this is without my garment. As you can see, this is that line I was tugging at, where my garment bunches up on my waist because of the difference between my hips and my waist. So front view, this is my incision. This is side view, as you can see. Here's my gigantic rib cage. This is my right side. And whatever my back looks like, let's see, can you see, where does that incision line go to? Right here, okay. So that's where my incision line goes to on my back. I don't ever watch these videos, well I do sometimes watch the videos, but like I should watch it so I can go back, oh there's a dog in my front yard, so that I can go back and like look at my back and the changes. So we're gonna look at my incision. Oh, my neighbor's also outside. Oh, I bet he just totally could look at my window and see me standing here in a bra and underwear. That's the perils of being my neighbor, isn't it? Should have figured when I said there was a dog in my yard. Anyway, that's what he gets for looking at my house. Okay, so one thing I'm just gonna point out, you can see when I lean forward how loose my skin is. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm gonna talk to my surgeon about that when I might appointment next month. Maybe it's supposed to be like that, maybe it's not. I don't know, but it's pretty loose, right? When I turn sideways, it's not like it was. It's pretty snug this way, but God, and it's so much better than what it was. My belly is still really firm right here, tight, like firm and tight. Probably starting, I don't know, about here-ish, it's pretty firm. And all around here, it's pretty firm. So you can see this is an old scar. I've been putting scar gel on these bad boys, and they do appear to be flattening out, which is cool. Okay, I gotta adjust this camera. So I'll just get closer for a second here. Actually, check that out. That's the bottom of my boobie incisions. They look pretty good. This is where my garment was just smushing my body. Okay, so I don't know if that angle looks funny to you guys. You know what? It does to me. Hold on. Okay, I have a tripod. It's fully adjustable, guys, so I just adjusted it. All right, so starting from my left, here's that dog ear, right? This is not going to go away on its own. My surgeon is going to have to excise this and re-sew the end. This is that spot where my incision kept opening over and over and over again. It's kind of puffy and hard at the moment, but you know, scars go through that. So looking smooth. This is a scar from a previous surgery. Pretty good. Like the left side of my scar, I feel like is pretty good as far as like not having any weird bumps. I think this is probably the top of like where my belly button was at. So I have this weird little, I don't know, bit bob. This is supposedly going to flatten out. So I'm only 4 more weeks until the swelling is supposed to be mostly gone. So hopefully this is going to get fixed and it's going to resolve on its own. I have a little bit of like a weird hard spot right here. I don't know that I would call it a scab, but it's like a dry, almost like it is, but man, it's been 8 weeks. What is this thing doing? More scar. Here's more of like the weird, it's like super dry, almost scabby, but it's only like that like here, here, and here. It's not like that anywhere else on my incision. So now it's a scar. It's officially a scar, right? And then all the way around to here. You can't see where he poked in my drains, which is cool. But yeah, that's what my incision looks like. It is real purpley on this side, not as bad on this side. That'll lighten up. That's part of the whole scar process, right? As the blood supply returns, it gets real dark, and then it will lighten back up. So, y'all want to see my face again? Okay, so here I am again. Here is my face, my hair, my body. So one thing to point out is that when I don't wear my garment all day, this loosens up. It kind of loosens up and I get like a more normal looking belly button. When I do wear my garment, this fold stays pretty folded. Of course, it looks light years better than it did weeks ago. So that's good. So where am I at with, well, let me tell you what still hurts. Okay. So I drove from here to Florida. It's about 8-9 hour drive. The first time I didn't wear my garment, and I drove for about 3 hours, and I slid out of the truck at Buc-ee's. It's an SUV, not really a truck, but I got out of the car at Buc-ee's and I was like, and I was like, kid, go get me a cart. And I walked around Buc-ee's pushing the little cart, like leaning on it because that's all that I could manage at the time. So I took some Tylenol. I typically take Tylenol once every day or like once every other day or so. That's really like the extent of my Tylenol usage. So I was in Florida for a couple days. I went tubing, and this was at like what, 6.5 weeks. I went tubing, and the first day it was like a 2.5, 3 hour tube. And about half an hour to 45 minutes before we were done, I was like sitting in my tube on my back, right? So like my butt and my back were in the water. About 45 minutes before we were done, I was like, I want to try being in the water completely. It was Florida, it was hot. The water is spring fed, 72 degrees. Oh God, clear, beautiful water. And who doesn't want to swim with like mullet and catfish? So I pop off my tube knowing that I will not be able to get back into it from the water. And almost immediately I realized I have made a terrible mistake when I hop up in that water because I'm stretched like this, so but there's current pushing back against me. So I can feel it pulling on my incision, I can feel it pulling on my abs, I can feel it pulling on my breast incisions. It was terrible, right? So then I can't figure out a way to like hold on to that tube. So I'm like trying to wrap my arm around and paddle with one hand because it's like the current suddenly died the moment I popped out of my tube. And kicking was okay. Like I did a lot of frog kicking. Like if you ever swam, I did a lot of breaststroke kicking. But I just got exhausted, right? Because I'm not used to that level of exercise. And so, my daughter, bless her, turns around at some point and looks at me and she swims back to me and she says, do you need help? And I was like, I do. So she latched on my tube and like swam and I'm frog kicking and trying to swim. It was, a stressful 45 minutes or so, and I did not do that again when I went tubing the next day. So that part was kind of sucky, but it is what it is. So on the way back from Florida, I was like, well, I decided to wear my compression garment, and I was like, I want to see how long I can drive for before I can't, function, walk before it hurts too much. And so I ended up driving the entire 9-hour drive back. My abs were tender, but they did not hurt the way they did on the drive there. So I was super happy about that. And I was like, 7 weeks, 2 days. So that was cool. I was really glad that I could drive that 9 hours and be okay. That was a relief. So, one other thing I want to show you guys, I'm jumping around here, are my scars from my, this was liposuction where they lipoed my upper back. So it's gotten pretty flat. And as you can see, it's not as purple. This one's looking pretty purple at the moment. And I wish, let's see. Can I show you the ones on my booty? Yeah, right here. Oh, I'm sweaty. And then right here are my booty scars. But they, I don't know, they're just purple. They're flat, but they're purpley. Anyway, but you can't see them when I'm turning around because he hides them, so. Okay, back to what I was saying. The other thing that's weird that hurts sometimes is sometimes I'll like slide down like my couch or my seat and it pulls like right here. It pulls. It's almost like the muscles are mega tight, and they probably are. And it's almost like they went and just stretch. It's very uncomfortable. It's slightly painful. I hate that feeling when it happens. I don't know if it's because there's no fat, the skin's not flexible, the muscles are tight from lipo. I don't know, but it feels weird. But that's pretty much like the only place I really have any pain anymore. Let's see if I can sit down without my head being super odd in the shot. Oh yeah, I can. So that's like the only place that I have weird pain anymore is in my lower back. And again, my abs, like they got sore from all that driving, but of course that was like core strength that I don't typically use. So, that was not terrible, but I still have some weakness. Like I was outside the other day rearranging my plumerias, and like I could tell when I was yanking on those big pots, like I can feel it pull in my muscle, in my breasts a little bit, in the muscles. And my arms, but I'm also a huge wimp and I have no muscle tone, so that could be part of it. My breasts, I told you they look pretty good. You know, they're still freaking tender. Like, they're tender. Why are my boobs still tender 8 weeks later? I don't know. I assume one day they'll stop being so tender. I just don't know when they'll stop being tender. And it's not, they're just almost like the muscles are like tired. And they probably are, right? I suspect they're still stretching. It takes a minimum of 12 weeks basically for them to get in place. And so I bet that's what's going on. As far as softness, they're kind of soft. Like some people are like, my boobs feel like real boobs after like 4 to 6 weeks. And they feel like real boobs because they are real boobs. But I feel like they're still hard. Like I would never squeeze these boobies and be like, oh, those are soft boobs, or like, oh, those feel totally real. But part of it may be that before I had implants, my boobs were super duper squishy because they were nothing but skin. So I don't know. So they feel a little hard where the vertical incisions are at, right? Because there's a lot of scar tissue right there. So they feel a little hard, but yeah, I don't know. Like I said, right now, I'm pretty happy with them. My areolas are uneven, which we talked about before, but I suspect that will get fixed later. Let's see, what else? I think that's probably about it for my 8-week update. So I am going to sign off on this video, and then I am going to go take some pictures because I haven't taken pictures in weeks. Am I happy I did the surgery? Yes. Did the recovery take forever? Yes. Am I done recovering? Nope. Still got a ways to go. So I'll get there eventually though. I'm old though, so I think my recovery takes a lot longer than say if you're 23, 24, 25, 26. A spring chicken basically, which I am middle-aged. So, which somebody got offended by me saying they were middle-aged in their like 40s or 50s, and it's like, well, another neighbor walking by, I hope he enjoys the view. Maybe I shouldn't make these in my front room. But anyway, 40 is technically middle-aged, so it is what it is. I'm not offended by myself. Okay, so my Instagram, fatgirlpoundslim79. Like my videos, subscribe to my channel, and I will make more videos at a future date. Goodbye.